am Lacey, brews fiction with a dash of caffeine. She crafts dark, urban, dystopian, and speculative tales filled with diverse characters. When not writing, she curates coffee memes, watches horror movies and anime, and reads books. You can find her at Comic Cons and nerdy gatherings, bonding with fellow enthusiasts. Thank you so much. I can't wait to hear what you've got to share with us today.
All right. Hi, everybody. I am Lacey, and I will be reading from inside the first trial in Song of Sin. So hopefully I will not stumble over my words. And here we go. All righty. A soft clicking echoed down the hall. The click, click, click morphed into scraping. Sharp edges dug into a surface not too far away from where Rel stood. What the crap was that? Rel's hands tightened around the figurine, only to connect with the flesh of her palms. Where did it go? She searched for the shelf next to the fireplace. The other figurine had vanished. The click, click, click started up again. This time it was behind her. Each click felt as if a wraith scratched along her spine, spinning her around. The tiny edges of claws scoring her skin. She scanned the room, backing up as the clicking grew louder. Her hackles rising as the heavy breathing that joined it. Her nostrils flexed, registering new scents. Dead meat with a hint of blood filled the warm, moist air. Drawing on her beast, her vision washed red as she searched every corner of the room. Nothing. Not a hint of the energies she could normally detect when the strange cracks in the air appeared. What was more disturbing about the room was their absence. No cracks, no signs of the other world. What the actual crap? Get out of there, Rel. A voice, softer than a whisper, surfaced amid this clicking, scratching, and heavy breathing. Rel's ears twisted, searching for the source. Hurry, the voice said. Rel did an about face, dashing down the hall, not excited about the option, but the hall led her away from the threat. The breathing, clicking, scratching thing gained feet, which beat against the floor as it gave chase. Neither Rel nor the beast enjoyed running, but running meant survival or a chance at it. If anything, she would gain a little time. Time gave her a chance to strategize. As she pumped her legs, pushing her body to move faster, the doors she passed gained an appeal. The thumping cadence of her pursuer shifted. A lighter, more rapid sound joined the morbid melody, the rhythmic pulsation of a heart. Hurry, Rel, the voice encouraged. Its volume grew as she drew closer to the source, a dark blue door on her left. It moved in and out as if it were alive. The wood stretched enough to see a light inside, between the narrow gap between the wall and the door. Heavy breathing intensified. The warm flow of it prickled her flesh. What she needed was a weapon. She regretted her naivete for following her mentor's advice. Weapons are useless in the house of testing. Some say that those who take them in have died by their own hand. Rel opened and closed her hands, wishing for a blade. A blade would buy her time, at least make her a threat to the thing pursuing her. In here, the voice implored. Rel didn't need to be told again as the weight of the thing chasing her filled the hall. Vibrations from the weight of its body escalated her need for safety. She grabbed the knob and tore the door open, darting inside just as the beast arrived. The door slammed shut, but not before she caught a glimpse of what chased her. A slick black mass, shaped like a were, with claws as long as a sword. Its bulk bore the defining slopes of muscles and fur, but the darkness cloaking it obscured its face. It noticed her, looking, and opened its mouth. A hole full of bold white teeth, as sharp as bark spines, snapped at her. Light dissipated once the door shut. Only a thin line in, streamed in from the small space between the floor and the bottom of the door. Rill lay on her back, held up by the backs of her arms. She reined in her breathing. Her heart still needed convincing that she was safe. She pushed up, pulling her legs to her chest, and listened. The thing outside lingered. She could tell from the shadow shifting along the small gap between the floor and the door. Its harsh breath pressed against the surface, followed by tapping. Rel's ears twitched, angling to define the sound. It wasn't truly tapping, but something heavier, like the sharp end of an axe blade, sinking into the wood, then yanked out. The tapping gentled, becoming a series of scratches, ending in silence. The breathing on the other side gained a rhythm to it, heavy but calm. Rel couldn't tear her eyes away from the dark blob at the center of the gap, chest heaving. In the recesses of her mind, her survival instinct screamed for her to move, but she couldn't. Part of her wanted to know what lay on the other side, to see its face. It was as if the thing outside read her mind, because it slammed against the door. Her heart hammered inside her chest. Her body instinctively curled in a protective ball as she threw an arm up to shield her face. She braced herself for the inevitable impalement by debris from the splintering door. Her breathing stopped. Reasoning kicked in after the creature rammed the door a third time and did not descend on her. Stretching out her limbs, Rel rose to her feet. The creature continued to slam against the door, but it did not give. What was it? Rafe said that she would not die. Again, the creature slammed against the door. It did not jostle on its hinges, nor did the wood crack. Fine white and gold particles shimmered at the core of the wood. They settled like wisps on the tip of the flower. The pack symbol took shape. Its presence stopped the creature's frenzy. Tap, tap, tap. Rel took an uncautious step forward, then stopped. Little wolf. Tap, tap, tap. Little wolf. Tap, tap, tap. Let me in. Tap, tap, scratch. Rel swallowed. A thud against the door sent her scurrying back. Let me end your suffering. It chuckled, then tapped again. Tapping morphed into a constant, slow pounding, broken by an ever-changing melodic request for Rel to let it in. She waited. Years of managing bullies taught her to remain alert but silent. Listening and observing were her greatest weapon. Predators always showed themselves while bullies told on themselves, which was the thing outside. And I'll stop there.